What's going on, guys? Balkan Architect here, and this will be another tutorial in the series of architectural competition tutorials. So I'm going to be showing you how to create a view for a specific architectural competition. I'm going to be showing you how to take a model like this. This is a conceptual model that I did a while back for a student project, and I'm going to take this model, take a photo of it, and then I'm going to show you how to create this cool looking design where you have kind of handwritten elements in the picture of your model. It looks really cool, and in the conceptual part of the design, it can be a great addition to your competition panel or whatever you have to add to the competition. This is a great way to show your concept, and I'm doing this whole thing in collaboration with Competitions Archi. This is an amazing website where you can find architectural competitions that are current, and you can apply and win some awards. So you can go to this website and find all of the current competitions, and you can actually subscribe, and then they'll notify you via email whenever there is a competition in which you might want to compete. But without further ado, let's get into it.
Okay, so I've got a few photographs of my models, and in the end I did this final one, the one I showed you in the beginning, and this is the tracing paper I got for this project. So just basic tracing paper and some pens. I've got two different thicknesses, and I've got a technical pen as well. So here I just place the photograph, and over that I place some tracing paper, and here I'm using the thicker pen just to create the outline of the house that's inside of these two elements, so it gives it kind of a better understanding of where the house is, because it is a quite a conceptual model. Some people might not know what part of it is the actual house. So I'm just adding some vertical lines that kind of give you the idea that we have some glazing over there. And now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to add this just an arrow for like the view. So you just add a little, like something like project notes. It should have an unfinished feel, or something you would use in a meeting just to kind of make sure you remember some parts. So here I'm marking where the stair is with just a basic zigzag line, and here this is just where the driveway is behind the building, so I'm indicating that as well. So you just use the different thicknesses of pens to kind of create this unfinished feel, like it's in the middle of the design process. And here I'm just adding this path, and I'm using the thinner pen for this, and here I'm just adding the sun. So this is kind of the sun path, and it gives you the direction where the sun is, kind of orients the building in view, so you know from which side the sunlight will be coming. And finally, here for the roof, this is a green roof, so we've got some grass on this roof, and I would like to kind of emphasize that, and instead of calling it a green roof, I think calling it a roof garden is much more prestigious, I guess. Anyway, so I just add a basic little hatch and a lot of unfinished, like rough feel. I think this works perfectly in creating views like this.
Okay, so we're done with all of the tracing paper and doing all of the drawings, so now it's time to scan all of these images, and then we're going to load them into the computer and kind of do some post-production. If you have a printer at home, that's amazing. You can scan all of these drawings on your printer, and then you can load them into the computer, but I unfortunately don't, so I'm off to the printers to scan these, and I'll be back in a moment.
2 hours later.
See, I told you I'll be fast. I've got everything on this flash drive, so now I'm going to load it into the computer over there, and let's do some post-production.
Okay, so here we are in Photoshop right now. So I've loaded all of the images into the computer, and let's start a new file right now. So I'm just going to go here to File and go to New, of course. And here for the dimensions, I've set this to something that resembles the size of the video, and usually would probably be using some different size canvas, but let's go with this one just to get the proportions of the video you're watching. Now I'm just going to move this out of the way, and as you can see here on desktop, I've got saved all of these images, and here I've got a PDF from the printer's shop where they scanned all of my files and put them in one PDF. And there are a couple of different ways to do this effect, and I'm going to show you both of them. So let's load the first image, so that will be this, and let me open this up, and let's just scale it a bit and lower it a bit down, kind of place it like this in the center of the screen, and just hit finish. And here we've got, this is the photograph of the model, so I'm going to move this out of the way again, and now I'm just going to load the PDF, and because it's a 4-page PDF, you can only load one page, and that's okay, that's exactly what we need. So the fourth one is the one that we're going to be using, and if I scale this up, yeah, as you remember from the drawing session, this is the one that I used. And now there are a couple of different ways to lose the white background. So the first way and the easiest way is this. You just hit finish over here, and then what you're going to do, you're going to invert this. I don't want to have black lines. The image, if we turn this off, the image is already a bit dark, so I think it would be cool to have white lines. So what I'm just going to do is go here, turn this on, go to invert, and as you can see, we're inverted the whole image, and you only want to invert this picture over here, so you just need to attach this invert to the picture underneath. So if I turn this off, you can see this is normal, but the lines, the hand-drawn lines, are inverted, and these are the lines we have. As you can see, these lines are kind of a bit thinner than these, so everything looks nice. So now we need to make the black transparent, and to do that, you just go to this image, you open this menu up, and you probably don't know which one to use, so you just kind of use the arrow keys and you go down and you find the one that works for you. So here I found this one is good. Yeah, the last one works best. It's even nice here with this, with the background, looks cool. So let's place it kind of like that. Hit Control T to adjust the dimensions. So let's just scale it a bit more just to get the proper size. Will this work? Yeah, I think we need to scale it just a bit more. Yeah, kind of like this. Okay, this looks like it works. Maybe scale it a bit more. Make it a bit larger, and there you go. So we've got this cool effect. And now we can go here and maybe remove this line over here. So you're just going to create a mask, that's this little thing over here, over this this image, and then just use the black, and let me make this darker, yeah, black brush, and make sure that the mode is normal and the opacity is 100%. So you remove all of that, so we don't need that. And if you can't see some of these lines, or you want to see them a bit better, you can always go to the image and use some adjustments. Let's use levels for this one, and let's kind of make it the whole image a bit darker. Or you can use brightness contrast for that and kind of play around with that. I'm not going to use this one. And what I think would be cool for this particular image, you can go here to vibrance, and then you can kind of bring the opacity down to make it a bit black and white, but not totally black and white, just a bit. And of course you can go up here and add some of these filters or color lookup, and if you think any of these work with your project, you can kind of use them with the this one looks quite cool. You can use them with a project to get some cool effect. For maybe this one is also cool, yeah, to represent your project. Okay, another thing that we're going to do is we're going to do the other way of creating this effect. So let me create a new file, so just new file, okay, and let me move this out of the way. So let's load the second image in, and for this one I think I'm going to use, yeah, let's use this one. This one is nice. Just hit finish, place it like this, go Control T to kind of place it in the middle of the screen, kind of like that. just hit finish, and here we have the image. Now let's add the second one. So go over here, take this PDF, and let's see, I think it's this one. I might be mistaken. Yeah, that's the one. So if we select this, and if I go here, let me just maximize this. Now you only want to select these black lines. So what you can do is you can turn off this layer, and then you can go to select and find color range, then choose this black, and you kind of play around till you can see here black, and then for fuzziness go to maximum or almost maximum, go OK, and now it's selected only the lines. So once that's done, you can create a mask around this, and now if we turn this image back on, you can see here we've got these lines. Now you probably can't see them all that well, and let's kind of make them a bit bigger, place them where they're in place, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so you kind of place them like that. Yeah, this makes sense, and you just go finish, and then you can go over here and kind of make some adjustments. So maybe go brightness, contrast, and constrain the adjustment to the layer, and then maybe go brightness, contrast, make it brighter, and you can do that, and it sometimes works real good, sometimes not so much, and you can always add additional effects. So you can right click over here and go to blending options, and then you can kind of give it an outer glow or some effect like that. Now this depends on the specific view you're working with, but in this case, yeah, it doesn't work all that well. So I would just recommend sticking to this effect over here, but if you want to be able to do some effects like this, like the glow effect or something like that, then also you can use this color range and then select just the black lines. But I think this is the more successful way of doing something like this. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this tutorial. I hope if you learned something new about presentations for your architectural competitions. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. And if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, leave them in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.